Today we're here not to in any way commiserate a death whatsoever. It's here to celebrate a life, and you'll find out as I read the rest of it, this is what it's about. It's about celebrating a life. Instead of somebody else, will be a sort of an impersonal celebration. Rather, we who love her and know her will be able to talk about. So, instead of having a normal resume, everybody knows Mum was born and bred in Markham. She was born on Genoma Drive. Right? Father Thomas and Mother Agnes. And as she grew up in Genoma, other members of the family joined her, living in the same house. Auntie Evelyn, Auntie Hetty. Right? The motley crew of all the girls who used to run around in Markham back in the day. What they used to get away with was unreal. And as the family grew, and we all went our separate ways, we still all sort of had the ability to be able to get together whenever we needed to, at any time. And that's something what family is all about. So instead of trying to go through a sad story about how Mum's life was, instead let's have a look at the good side about how Mum's life was. One of the most pleasurable things I ever got to have was the last 15 years of her life, which most of you didn't get to see. All of you saw little snippets. But I got to see a different part of Mum, which we never got to see, and you never got to see as you were growing up with her. She was just like a lovesick teenager. Life started all over again when she popped back up here. But we all know, when she was down in Stoke-on-Trent, she did her damnedest. She did her best in a bad situation. Nobody could say it was absolutely perfect. But she did her best for us all, and the best she possibly can in the time given. She certainly spoiled all the grandchildren in comparison, which is one of the biggest things that she always remembered. In the last couple of years, when we used to start talking to her late at night, because she used to flip day into the night, we used to start talking about what happened back in Berkeley Street. And her favourite memories was down in the David moving into the house, living there, having the grandma's coming there, young man being born coming into the house. All the family was around each other all the time. Everybody knew what was going on, and we all helped each other. And it wasn't perfect, and it wasn't easy. We didn't have the best things in life, but we had each other. And that was something that she was proud of being. That part, that matriarch, that people could actually go to and be with and talk to when you had the time. When she came up here after father had passed away, everything in her life had changed. Everything. She was free to do as she wished. And with the help of Hetty, which was the greatest help she could possibly get, she started to relive her life. She fell in love again. She also had a little look on the side. That's just the way she is. But don't say that about her. She was enjoying her life. She did have the opportunity to do this. She's damn pleased. And that's what she took full advantage. I do put my hand up here now in front of all of you and swear that I spoiled her rotten. There wasn't a thing she needed or wanted. Everything was done. There and then. She didn't want for a thing. She didn't need to have to lift a finger. And she loved it. She got bored with it towards the end because there's everything that too much of a good thing it does. But it was a pleasure to see and a pleasure to do. Even when it got difficult towards the end, it was always a pleasure to do. And this is what family should always know. When it comes to the end, you're on your own. And if you have a family member with you, you can get through anything. And it helped her. So, I wrote this, it lasted it off in a couple of hours, except the last 3 verses, which took me 4 hours all by itself. So, I hope you'll bear with me. I'll try to do it in the manner in which I hope it's going to come out. So, dear mother, this one's for you, my love. In the last 15 years or so, a roller coaster of a ride. The life you've always wanted with your family by your side, finding love and living life again, as Smokey swept you off your feet, acting like love-struck teenagers every time you two would meet. He said, John, I'm going to ask your mother out. I just thought that you should know. I love her with all my heart and soul. I always have done since we were in school together back then, but she never knew about it. I'm sorry, you didn't expect Smokey to rhyme, did you? He didn't. He was never going to rhyme. So he then said, I will treat her like the lady she is. She will be safe, cared for, and loved every day. Not only did he keep his promise to you, but he spoiled you in every possible way. Dancing, laughing, and fooling around the club, one of your favourite places. Friends, good company, great times had by all. Same old stories, same old jokes, and same wonderful faces. Time just flew. Alas, he departed this world. Another change, another facet, another chapter. One of sheer indulgence, where you're treated like a queen. Never a bore, never a chore, and copious amounts of laughter. You took to the lifestyle, not unlike a duck to water, never having to lift a finger, being treated like you ought to. Your every need was catered for. All you wanted was a ring of a bell. I'd drop everything as the ringing always got louder until you saw me and looked up and said, well, pointing to the empty cup of coffee at your side, and maybe a sandwich while you're at it, as the grossly under par service you would chide. The bell, I hasten to add, disappeared mysteriously one night, somewhere no one could find. Well, yes. Well, I thought that was the end of that bloody nonsense. I thought the end of that bloody nonsense to realise later what the hell was on my mind. The bell was replaced with a tone, not sweet, not melodic or mellow. It was something akin to nails down a chalkboard as John, you would bellow. Oh yeah, just for your own sake, right? No matter how much you love a person, right? No matter how much you care for them, never ever buy them a little crystal bell and say, just ring it when you want it. Please never do this. It's the worst thing you'll ever do in your life. You did as you wanted when you wanted to. The life of sheer indulgence and bliss. And were we tired of anybody changing the TV channel, there's no episode of NCIS you would miss. There was CSI of every kind, Miss Marple's, Jessica Fletcher, and Poirot. Tipping Point, The Chase, and Holmes Under the Hammer was usually how your day would go. You'd go to bed when you damn well felt like it, and you'd get up whenever you pleased, as everything was laid out for your morning routine, as your every demand was appeased. And all of the girls who came in to see you, taking care of your needs every day, became friends you'd look forward to seeing to, as you'd happily be chatting away. You enjoyed the pampered lifestyle, damn right, and it was a pleasure to see. But you never lost your edge no matter what came along. You'd just be you, and that's how it was going to be. Sometimes we talk late into the night, regaling tales of back in the day. Our old house and the grandkids surrounding you, now grown up, each making their own way. We chat about your mum and dad, Maureen, George, Hetty, and Hugh. Your times in the dance hall at Arkham when you didn't get home until 2. Dirty stop out. Did not get home until 2 o'clock in the morning. Seriously. Even though in the last few years, as age and illness began to show, it never diminished your will to live, you'd say when you wanted to go. Towards the end, when you said you were ready, you knew everything was arranged and in place, and you settled yourself down to sleep for one last time, passing over peacefully in grace. Well, my dear, the time has arrived for us all to say our goodbyes, but it's not as if we won't see you again. You're there every time we close our eyes. So you've never really gone at all, and our hearts and our minds will remain. All we have to do is simple enough. Just take a walk down memory lane. Everyone here has a story to tell about what Catherine meant to each of you. It is those tales that need to be spoken of. No place for crying and awe and boo-hoo. I've been instructed to tell you all in no uncertain terms. Meet back at the club, have a laugh and a few drinks, and leave this place with fond memories. But one last thing I want to say, right before I do the last verse, is everyone here has got a happy story about one, everyone, and those are the ones you need bond that you have, which is called love, transcends death. It doesn't stop. Every time you think of her, if you've got a tear in your eye and it's negative, the tear in her eye will be negative. Think of you now, and think of Mum in positive light, and those tears will be of laughter. Whenever you miss her, whenever you feel that you want her there, close your eyes, touch your heart, call her name. She'll be there. She's with you. And everybody sitting, apart from Ellen, on the front row, Mother is in every single cell, in every single nucleus, in your body, in your DNA. She lives on in you. She carries on in you. She will always be with you. So, one last thing. So, in closing, dear Mother, in time-honoured fashion, in an act of final release, as the curtain for the last time, here it is drawn, be forevermore now.